A dank, desolate hole soon facing a milestone. As our probe gently head towards the atmosphere. Oh, wait, oh, okay. Good morning, everybody. Oh, let me turn the light on here. Oh man, I'm sitting here watching folks reacting to the first series of Fallout. I'm also been watching people react to Last of Us Series 2. And the sad part is I knew Last of Us Series 2 was going to be a disaster because, alright, for you folks who haven't watched it yet, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. You see, I have to do that because even though the series is almost finished, its first, with its second season, um, if anyone who've watched the cutaways or the edited up of the cutout reel, the run scenes for the game, which is what I did. I watched a lot of the gameplay for Last of Us 2, and all that. You'd already know that Pedro Pascal's character of Joel dies early in the second one, and I was really hoping they'd rectify that error with the TV series, and they didn't. Instead, they made things stupider, but in ways I can't comprehend, and in ways I can actually see where these guys are going. Um, but then I look at the Fallout series, and Series 2 of that's coming this December, um, which was shocking because we thought for sure they weren't going to see another series of that till 2026. But then I watched Doctor Who lately. And I'm like, it just seemed to me like, he's bringing back characters for the hell of it and just completely lost the plot on what these characters were, what their abilities were, and what their capabilities were. And that's why I'm really worried about Omega. I've been seeing leaked images of Omega all this week, and I'm like, I've already seen two completely different ones. But also, how could Omega have a physical body? Omega no longer had a physical body when we last saw him. He was attempting to hijack the Doctors in Arc of Infinity. And I was really hoping that was going to be the plot they were doing instead of that, hunk of shit they did with the Silence, where they're creating a body for Omega. Yeah, we're going to get bi-generation Omega. Yeah. Now, apparently RTD's claiming this is all going to be explained in the series, in the series finale. Or this season finale, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's not looking good. I don't care what people are saying. I'm hearing Shooty's gone. That could be wrong, but it's kind of making me flash back to the devolved macro all the way back in Gridlock. But yeah, I'm kind of on my, on edge. The reason why is because look at what, we waited decades for Sutek to return just to get that. Oh, he doesn't want to kill Ruby for some reason, so we'll just latch a collar up and take it for walkies to the time vortex. That is never going to sit well with me, ever. It's right up there, that's never ever going to sit well with me. It's right up there with Dump of the Doctor, aka Error of the Zygons, aka the 8th anniversary special. It was. You see, when they start asking me where I'm from, I automatically know that's a bot. Because they always ask the same questions. Here's the thing. If Billy Piper is going to be the new Doctor, I don't give a shit. But the problem is am I crazy or does it look like Billy's had work done? Like more work than a 68 Ford going after visiting a Pimp My Ride shop. But And she's done some great roles. Loved her in Penny Dreadful, Secret Diary of a Call Girl, all that stuff. She can do the work. But remember what happened last time a blonde-haired woman became the Doctor? Pandemonium. But the problem is, it's a rumor. Nobody has anything solid on that. As long as it ain't like Emma Watson, so she could spend an entire 2 or 3 series lecturing me about how the Wood Elves are not getting their rights. Or some dumb shit like that. Oh. I know everybody was jumping up and down, we need to go back to the golden age of Doctor Who. And I'm like, depending on how long you've been a fan, the golden age of Doctor Who's got quite a few different dates to it, okay? It's Jodie Foster would be good from The Doctor's Wife. Are you talking about Saran Jones, who played Idris? Because, well, the thing is, I don't know if Michelle Gomez is there. A lot of people have been making a lot of speculations based off the people who showed up to, the one screening, and it's like, so Adjo Ndoa was there. She played Martha Jones's mom. Doesn't mean she's in the finale. A lot of people were there. Doesn't mean they're in the finale. Joe Martin could be. We don't know. I'm wondering, where are you getting Jodie Foster? Doctor Who couldn't afford Jodie Foster. Would you really want Jodie Foster at this point? Like I said, I don't leave anything out. Like I said, anybody who's got the guts, gonads or otherwise, to take on that role, more power to you. But because it's like it takes a lot of courage to step into that now, especially not everybody's declared it dead, over, and yada yada bang bang. And it's like, the overnight ratings are sucking. And it's like, yeah, the overnight ratings on a lot of things on the BBC compared to where they were 10 years ago are sucking. It's like, put the lotion in the basket, Ross. Oh, I can see that now. Like I said, I don't care, who they bring in, man, woman, or whatever. It's like, like I said, it takes a lot of courage to take on that role. Miriam Margolis. Oh, God. I think I know that name. I should know that name, and I'm trying to think where I've seen that name. Oh, that's right, yeah. Beep the meep, yeah, that's right. Who we had to know the pronouns for. Why? Okay, oh, I'm sorry, I can't get over that scene either. I'm like, I'll be called every name in the book, but I'm like, talking about totally useless. Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris, he's damn good in everything he does. I loved him in that one version of Series of Unfortunate Events is Count Olaf. Yeah, Professor Sprout from the Harry Potter movies. Yep. I'm still dying laughing at all the Harry Potter actors who've turned on what you call it, the person who created the damn thing and made them all multimillionaires. But because their opinion differs from hers, so they must be utterly destroyed. But well, if you haven't listened to Big Finish for Colin Baker, I highly suggest it, because they really did a great job with the Sixth Doctor on Big Finish. Colin Baker is a god on Big Finish. I'm not kidding. It's just they really did a great job with that, with his character as the Sixth Doctor. He got a lot more justice in audio than he ever did on the show. Same thing with Bonnie Langford as Mel. Mel got a lot better writing as a companion in Big Finish than she ever did before when she was back on the show back in the day. Same thing with Sophie Aldred as Ace. You've loved her in the series. You love her because you kind of see her growing up a bit in Big Finish, and you also see where the divide begins. There is a point during the Seventh Doctor story arc where you can tell she's getting sick and tired of the Doctor's manipulations and stuff like that. And yeah, they really did Colin Baker a lot better in audio. I said I can't say that enough. It was like, but like I said, we're just a few days from the finale. We're gonna do. Originally, I was gonna, but all right, I'm gonna probably start the Omega Files early this week. I'm gonna have to bounce everybody a notice because we're gonna try to cover 2 episodes because to get caught up, so we can do the finale on the following Friday. Then again, I don't think I have to work the following. Then again, I probably have to do work the following, but either way, I want to get caught up. I know, I was really hoping they'd get Perry back to Earth sooner or later. That was one of my ideas for the Bannerman Road series, which I think would have picked up brilliantly from Sarah Jane, was that Perry makes her way back to Earth, but now she has to adjust to Earth, plus how many years later. So the kids are helping her adjust to a new Earth while she's, helping them adjust to Sarah Jane's loss. But it never happened. That was just an idea I had running around in my head. Or had at least Ace take over. Because with her source, with her connections, and the charitable Earth and all that stuff, she could have really taken that show forward. But the thing you'll notice is RTD has a lot of trouble letting go of people, even if they've passed away in real life. I saw the bits about her in the train. Yeah, I left her a bit of advice. I said, look, we all have bad days. We all have good days. The people who know you and care for you are the ones who are going to understand. So don't take it too hard, basically is what I said. Because, she was rather upset about that. It's like we all get upset about things. I had asked the missus, I have bad days, I have really bad days, and I have good days. Oh, Sophie's fine. It's just there was a mishap on a train where she ended up having to think she was standing for a while, then she was sitting against the bathroom door because there were no seats available. But eventually, yeah, things did clear up a bit, and she finally got a seat. It was on her Instagram, I believe, that whole affair. And like I said, she wasn't injured or anything. No. It's just she got a little upset about it. And like I said, it happens to us all. We're all human. Yeah, I got to get going myself. Yeah, because it's that time, too. I got to take off or I run over again. Well, I'm already over. So please, be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll catch you all tomorrow. Take it easy. We'll see you for the Omega Files this Friday as well. And catch you on the flip side, everybody. Take care.